Oh, what is up, people? We are back at it again. Just double checking my audio is good. Yep, it is good. My music too loud. Let's just use that. Okay, everything should be set up. And I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm just here to draw with you all. See what I can actually accomplish within a few hours. And just like last night, I'm hoping to get some progress out of these 3 pages that I'm working on. I did work on this page last night, and last night, and I realized that I really suck at scales because I wanted the humans here. I wanted people to at least be this size. Let me draw with a red. This size. And then I realized I drew this door too big because initially what I imagined this building to be was a kind of like a walkway, like a gate for people to pass through here, right? Like one of those medieval big tunnels within the city. But I ended up drawing a door here, and plus those windows are too big. So I guess humans now could be this size at least. Okay, and because it's that size, it doesn't match with this building, which is just a few blocks away. Because here humans are around this size. Actually, I could probably get away with it. Bring this big. I can just get rid of this window. Let me draw this in a different layer. I can just draw this in a different window and extend the ground to be further here. Or I could just raise this up and extend the ground. I'm probably gonna end up raising this building up, so it goes here instead, right? And humans here should be this big, so I should raise this up because I need the doors to be at least that big and this door to be at least this big for it to scale. So these are kind of like market stalls. Humans are good. I think the big problem here is this building and this building. I drew them too big. So another alternative, so that I don't have to do all of that, is I could shrink these windows and shrink this door. Get rid of this for now and scale the door to be around maybe this size. So humans could be a lot smaller, around that much. We should make sense here, and the scale would make sense here. That's the easiest way I could fix this problem. This thing is really bothering me because this thing is not in perspective. See, this line doesn't make a straight line. So I'm really gonna have to move this later on, anyways. Okay, so today we're gonna focus on fixing what I just mentioned, and also at least detailing this part and this part of the painting. And then we're gonna at least draw one big panel here. Where's the other one? And here, maybe I'll finish this and this. Here is just this is just a panel of her looking back, looking behind her, just looking this way. Because the story at this point is like she hears rustling in the distance. I might draw her smaller, like this size, and some sound effects here on top. And then she walks towards that, and she hears people yelling. We'll have like sound effects here. And then this is kind of like her peeking around the corner, and there's a crowd of people here. Okay, I think I drew too much with the red here. I might be in trouble. Actually, no, no, I'm not. Just read that. Easy. So that's the plan. I also added a sketch for the background here. This is going to be a marketplace. So the sequence goes this part. If we just show the sketch, this part, she throws. Uh oh. Okay, never mind. I'm safe. And this part is here. This is the sequence, right? This is page 8. This part, she throws a mug at this guy, who is then pissed off at her, grabs her by the what is it called, lapel here, and then she pushes her away like that. So it's like she bounces off. Next page is her getting up. We see the bar here. Am I drawing in the wrong? Okay, this is a different panel. So this is going to be a bar here, bar, door. I won't detail this too much. I don't want every panel to have a really detailed background. Maybe I'll just add speed lines here. And she gets up, she pats herself. Oh, and dirty and shit. But then she smiles, she runs off, and here she's like, oh, I'm gonna check the market. Because she's trying to recruit people, and she just got rejected at that bar. So she's gonna try the market. She runs off to the market, and in this place, we're gonna see her. I'm gonna draw her run here too, like this, or here. Okay. And then the next sequence is here. She arrives at the market, and she's looking at the market here. There's a. Let me turn off that sketch. Yeah, there she is, right there, back view. Arrives at the market. She's kind of like, oh, there's nothing here. And then, oh, it's getting dark. I should probably go home. And then she hears the rustling, the the yelling of this man, which she then approach, sneaks around the building, and then the next reveal is that somebody famous is in the corner. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. That's the entire sequence of my manga. Well, the next 3 pages at least. Okay. Yeah. I hope I didn't lose any of that. Just live on Twitch. Why am I not live on Twitch? I should be live. It's just not refreshing. No, it says I'm offline. It's weird. I should be online on Twitch. Ah, it's okay. It's just Twitch. Let's just stick to YouTube for now, okay? All right, let's start drawing. Enough rambling. I'm about ready to draw. So, okay, so this part, I always want to make a duplicate whenever I'm making a change. Because in case I want to get back to where I started, you know? So let's shrink this about that much. I'm gonna copy that window. Yeah, I'm gonna shrink this first. Wait, this, this much. I'm gonna copy that instead. We're gonna delete this. I'm just gonna talk about the story a little bit of this manga I'm writing. This is a very simple story. Yeah, I want the story to be really simple, nothing too bombastic. Although we'll have those um, story too, maybe later on down the line. But first, I want to start with a very simple premise where the character is just trying to recruit people to go outside the walls, kind of like Attack on Titan. I'm not ashamed of this being inspired by Attack on Titan. I am not a good writer. Maybe I am. Who knows? I'm selling myself really short there, huh? What I'm trying to say is that I am new to writing. Say that. New to writing, so I don't know if this is any good. I'm just gonna once I finish the first chapter, which I'm halfway through. I'm finishing the first Yeah, the first chapter, which is around 30 pages long. So I'm not really halfway. I'm like one third. Yeah, one third away. However, I am ramping up production because before I could only do 1 page per week, and now I can do 3 or 4 pages a week. That's because I've loosened up my schedule. Okay, I like that. Maybe some drippings here. It's not a perfect building. Maybe some cracks like that. So with things like this, it's always a good idea to um add some texture variations here, like some rocks maybe. Okay, I like that. Okay, that's so much better in terms of scale because now a human could be around this tall inside this building. Now, just this door needs some help. Actually, I don't even need, because this is supposed to be a church, like a church of this world's religion, and this is their symbol here. But I'm kind of thinking twice about that. So maybe I could just reduce this size. I'm gonna erase this, okay? We're gonna draw the entire building. It's such a mess, isn't it? But you know what? I like messes. I like to make a mess. Oh, okay. There. I'm live with Twitch now. Awesome. I was just trying to fix this. That there. My YouTube. Right. Where were we? With this door, I am going to shrink like that. That should be human size now. Hey, maybe. This is a handle for a torch. Okay, that actually fixed the problem. I like that. Maybe we'll add a because this space is really empty. We'll add a. This could actually be the bar. You know what? I'll just turn this into the bar. So I had a name for the bar before. I totally forgot. Let me just double check that. Here it is. The Mare Inn. Okay, it's an inn. I'm gonna add a sign here, like an old school sign, like this. Maybe a logo here. We're gonna detail this out later. Yeah, let's just leave a mark there. That's a sign. Yeah, perspective is whack. These are supposed to be tarps. These are tarps. So now that I fixed the perspective, they're now a bit too big. Tarps. Fix this too. Tarps like that. I'm just gonna erase mess. That's a really nice rough estimate of this perspective. Yeah, really rough. So tarps should be yeah, like this house. This townhouse. These are going to be boxes of the thing this tarp is selling. This tarp is not connected to the house. We'll add a smaller tarp here. Some variety. Windows, windows, windows. Those are really small windows. Maybe these are big windows. And need to make them big. Yeah. I guess that's okay. Yeah, this is okay. Now the humans are around this big. That big here. This one's a little bit further away. I guess that's okay. That's fine. I'm gonna raise the tarp right around. I can make the humans big and just get rid of this window. No windows. Story building. And humans could be this big. Fit in this nicely, right? Yeah. That's fine. That's really important to me because later on, when well, the goal of this really detailed panel is I want my audience to pause a little bit here and maybe take a look at the scenery. And the thing is, when you pause and have a nice look, you kind of see small details and also small mistakes. And I don't want that. Smaller tire, I'm just gonna raise it like that. And that should be good enough. Okay, I like it. Oh, raining! Wow, it's raining. Oh, hello, Silver Comet. By the time you notice I was here, it might be gone. Overall, this panel seems to be coming together. Yeah, I guess so. And I guess you're also gone by now, huh? I'm so sorry about that, man. So focused on drawing. But I hope you're doing okay. Thanks for hopping in the stream. Your presence is always appreciated, Silver Comet. Okay. I don't want to detail this too much because I'm going to add another tarp here. Something like that. This tarp is more of a square. You can see. While this tarp is connected to this building. Nice tarp. We're gonna make it flow a little bit so it doesn't look like it's just like a solid thing. This is supposed to be a tarp, so it's meant to flow like cloth, like that. We're gonna add more details here later on. Good so far. I could just make the window here. Well, not a window, just but we'll add details here. That these are storage units, so it's gonna need some vents. We create a roof like that too. Just a basic shape of the roof tiles. We can detail them. Went together really well. I actually wanted to detail this part, but I guess I'll just fix the foreground first. The hardest thing to do because it's just the most detailed, you know. Alleyway here. Hmm, my audio bit rate is 0. No, it's not. Totally not 0. Right, so this is coming along really nice. I'm just gonna finish this roof and then we're gonna do a different panel out of these 3 pages. Okay. That perspective is whacked. Going this way instead of that way. So let's fix that real quick. I kind of want the grittiness of it. Like I'm leaving a lot of mistakes here. It's because I want a little bit of a dirtier look. Okay, that's good. So here's another thing I can do is I can copy this and paste it there. Maybe just fix some parts like this. Okay, that looks good. And I can just do this, right? The perspective correct? A little bit. Just sort this and for Gucci. Yes. Want water? Hold on, let me just grab some water for me. Welcome. Hey, back. You okay? I want the grit. There's a lot of grit here. Like that. That's really good. Paste that again. See, the roof tile here is creating a lot of imperfections, which is kind of what I want. Kind of. Okay, that should finish up the roof. Perspective is whacked. Here. Okay, great. See? You don't even notice it. But we're gonna fix the wackiness of the perspective just a little bit. The reason why I don't care about it too much is this is such a small detail that it doesn't matter. It's gonna look good in either way. Hope. I think. There it is. How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool. It has a lot of wackiness to it. Add stalls up to right, different kind of stalls too. Harp like that. And we're gonna add lots of like barrels, eggs, barrels, boxes, clothing. We're just gonna create a real mess of things here. I can't wait to finish. Let's just focus on this area, okay? Because I think this will be like a um really good area of the page to detail out. It's gonna be really fun. So I'm gonna yap a little bit less. I think that door scale is it's okay. Maybe just a tad bit bigger. A one-story building. Copy paste that here. That. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get rid of a lot of details there anyway. Alleyway. Okay. This doesn't make sense. Okay. Oh, malls. This is a small vending area, not necessarily a market, but we're gonna draw a market later on. Again, this is just a stall area, like a vending area, not necessarily a market. But I also wanted to look really alive, and I'm adding a lot of details to this place. So maybe here, an alleyway of this establishment, we could add some equipment. How about maybe they park their carriage here? Big, well, not a carriage, kind of like a cargo thing. I don't know where the wheel is behind and there's a horse or a donkey um, in front, kind of like that. Does that make sense? Kind of looks weird, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks weird. Yeah, it's okay. I'll leave it like that for now. I could draw some kegs here. Shouldn't be doing this earlier early on this stage of the drawing, but I just can't help myself. This is always the fun part to do. Small barrels, small kegs. This is going to be like a fruit stall. Other things you see in the market. Maybe that's a person. Maybe. The food stall here should be a bit bigger. Maybe it's not just about food. We'll add some tools here too. Maybe a row of wheels, selling wheels for carriages. It's first thing. Detail him out later. Or here, I really want this to be alive. You could have dangly things. I don't know what those are. It could be toys. But again, I just want some to add a lot of things there in this area. The people here, I'm not gonna detail out too much since they're really tiny. Okay, add one more stall here. Kailan? Hmm? You okay? Marami din nanonood sa akin. Marami din ako. 9:13 na pala ako. Kaya ako. Kaya na ngayon, patumaba siya eh. Yung Prime? You like, gusto mo yun? Okay. Okay. It is. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna. Excuse me. Kegs. More textures on the ground. More stuff. Since it's a market, the medieval market, it's gonna be a little bit messy. We're really gonna fill this place up with people. This tarp. Oh yeah, the rounded tarp. I forgot about this. We're gonna have to delete. This tarp is gonna create a tangent with this. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a tangent. No, no, it's not. But I am gonna erase details. There you go. Yeah, this is a medieval tarp. I believe I've seen something like this in some movies. Like an umbrella tarp. Or like an umbrella too. But yeah, these are just tarps. What the? Oh, that's weird. I just realized I had a few viewers there, and they all just left at the same time. Am I too boring? Jeez. Okay, there's so much things to do here, but hey, I'm having fun. And when you're trying to do something like this, like some really detailed um drawing, I would consider this really detailed drawing. Okay, when you're doing something like this, it's going to be daunting. Like you can't fit it in your head how you're going to maneuver and finish this. I can't even visualize the end of this yet. But in this case, there's a couple of advice I would like to give is take breaks and lower your expectations when it comes to, well, okay, raise your expectations when it comes to the quality of art, but lower your expectations when it comes to how much you're gonna be spending drawing this thing. In my experience, the slower you draw, the faster, the cleaner the drawing is. And I don't mean like you're drawing really slow like this, just drawing all the time. And but what I mean by the slower you draw is the more consideration you put into a drawing, the better the drawing, the better the outcome is, the end product is. You don't rush it. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, yeah, just more bowl stuff hanging around. In Asia, there's this thing called chorizo. I think it's not, well, I think it's Spanish, right? The word is Spanish. But we have chorizo in the Philippines too, and they're ball shaped. Maybe that's this is a meatery. You can add a person here too. Person that doesn't look like a person. Not a person. There you go. I don't know how to draw a person with like this small. Because it's starting to get really pixelated. So I'm kind of worried that it's doesn't look like a person. We're gonna add a stall here, like a podium. We're gonna add a person here speaking. Okay, no, never mind. Abandon that. I was thinking of a like a religious person talking in that podium. Since this is a market, you kind of find a lot of weird stuff in wet markets in Asia. Hey, looks good. We're gonna move on. That's not finished yet, but we're gonna move on to another place. I'm actually gonna find references for wet markets. Is it is a got it. I think I went too modern here. I really like this. Thanks. Did I draw this too small? I think I did. Yeah, this thing is too small, closer to that building, so it'd be around this big. Yeah, it's big. It should fit nicely on that door. The scale is so much better. But I fixed this building earlier. Empty space. Could add a small cargo carriage here. Some boxes near it. If it's being unloaded. Boxes. Not detail everything here. It's coming along really nice. This is a real market. I don't have doesn't have to be food. These are pans. Eggs again. Barrels. Okay, really nice. Um, let's let's do another panel. Drawing one panel um all day is making me exhausted. So let's just draw another panel. Give me a sec. I'm quite happy with this. I might not add any more to it. This part, of course, I'm gonna add more to it. But this part, I'm not gonna add any more to it anymore. Any more to it anymore. Wow. Okay, let's we're not gonna get. Oh yeah, that's the symbol for the church of this world. Doing the rooftop of this will be a massive bitch. So yeah, there's more buildings behind it too. Anyway, let's just focus on the smaller parts of the town now. Okay, there's more tarps here. Okay, maybe not, but we'll definitely add more stuff. You don't know what to add. No, let's just draw a regular house. This house. Oh, you know what? We could add trees. Yeah, there's no trees here. Let's add tree right behind here. More trees here. Tree line. Maybe a tree sticking out behind this building. And here too. Okay, that's great. Maybe even a tree here, right? Just to relieve ourselves from drawing this part. Be good. In front of this, it add more things. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna move on to a different panel now. I'm quite tired of drawing this one single panel. So let's do something here. Let's draw, say, this this place, this thing. Okay, so this sketch is really rough. I need to let's just draw this guy because he's really well defined now. Oh, I need to draw that in a different layer, don't I?
Images. I'm just taking a break.
Always a good idea to turn off your sketch as you detail out and as you go. I would recommend drawing it like this. Actually, I would. I would. Okay, looks good. It really looks better than the way I drew him. Since since I started, probably the best is looked. Fur coat here looks all the way up like that. Variation to the fur, some spikiness, some curves, because it's supposed to be fluffy, but also it's made out of hair at the same time. Okay, that looks good. Although I think I need to draw his hand here. Really fat hands. Ooh. Okay, let's take a breather for now. Okay, go back at it again. Yeah, that's good. All right, detail that out more. I burn out. You viewer, hello man. Whoever you are, welcome to the stream, buddy. Just you and me for now. That sounded really creepy. Didn't mean it that way. I am just drawing this manga page. Sorry. I know the way I draw is kind of a headache because I rotate the screen a lot. Just bad habits. Well, I wouldn't say bad habits, but it's an old habit of mine when I used to draw traditionally. I used to rotate the paper quite a lot in a different angle. Because well here, I can draw a straight line when it's like that. But for example, this way it's a bit difficult. So my remedy for that is to rotate it and draw the same line on a different angle. Okay. Kaya? Tapos mo dyan. Tapos na rin ako. Tapos alis tayo. Marcos. Oh. Chucky. Chunky. Yo. Okay, I really need a reference now because I totally forgot how to draw this character. Supposed to be this guy over here. So he was wearing gloves.
Okay. Wait. I think I have more of him. Yeah, it's this guy over here. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to draw his beard here. Oh, horrible. I get to redraw this. It's okay. All right, so he is wearing gloves. You know what? We're not. We're gonna revise a couple of those pages, and we're not gonna make him wear gloves. Ah, crap! My Photoshop is messing up. My Photoshop is really messing up. Obeying simple commands. What the hell, man? Oh no. What's wrong with it? Take another breather. Okay, my Photoshop is really getting weird. When I do this, there's a little bit of delay. I don't think I can continue with this if it doesn't fix itself soon. Oh yeah, there's another thing. When I have the brush tool right now, and sometimes see right now it's working, but sometimes it just randomly switches to the zoom tool, and when I'm brushing in, it just randomly zooms in and out like that. That's really really annoying. Oh, now it's not. See, I'm I'm really scratching it, and it's not panning. Kind of lagging, you know. I guess I have to restart Photoshop. Or maybe I could just continue this later on. I have to be somewhere. This was just a um, short stream really, and it's in the morning. I don't have much work to do tonight, so maybe I'll stream a little longer and finally finish a single page, right? So I'm just gonna end the stream here, and thank you for everyone. I had like 24 viewers the entire stream. I'm pretty happy with that, and I know I'm not talking to anybody right now. I'm just gonna pretend that I am,